Here we go. This is a 2025 Stabicraft 2350 Super Cab. First one here in the United States, and the first one that I know of rigged with the 350 V8 Honda. It sits on a tandem axle caravan I-beam aluminum trailer with electric over hydraulic brakes. We'll start on the starboard side here and walk around to the port side. This boat has the newly introduced mechanically fastened rub rails, high-density polyethylene plastic. You'll see that on the 2050 Trekker as well as the 2350 Super Cab. On the front here, we've got an integrated light bar, which is nice. We don't have to fight any reflective bow flare. And of course here we've got a bow mount trolling motor bracket for an electric bow mount trolling motor for a future rig. Stage 1 paint in white, powder coated cab, raw aluminum front bow rails, roof rails, and boarding rails in the back. Transom mounted port side kicker motor bracket. That thing's going to take a 25-inch 15 horse electric start power tilt Honda, and of course the venerable 350 V8 Honda, which is just an absolute monster in the water. That thing is a racehorse, to be frank. Starboard side boarding ladder. Slide out seats on both port and starboard side. This boat's equipped with an insulated fish box. Center mounted US fish box. These are the port and starboard side fill pieces for the walkthrough. That's an option. Both sides, of course. Currently our battery tray is removed because we're accessing the wiring for the install of the kicker motor. This is a live bait tank as well, or a live well rather. Input fill here. Deck wash right here. Aft helm. This customer's opted for a 9-inch screen on the aft helm, so we got a 9-inch HDS Pro by Lowrance, and of course up front we got a 12-inch HDS Pro. This has the central door locking bulkhead, rear cockpit lights both sides, rear cabin lighting of course on both sides, and then the Fusion stereo speakers on the rear. On the roof we've got a Lowrance radar. Coming on inside, of course, you got port and starboard side bench seats that turn into a day bed. Storage on the port side. Porta potty option on the, no, I lied, storage on the starboard side. New mechanical suspension seats on this boat versus the air-eyed pedestals that we're so familiar with on previous Stavy models. 12-inch HDS Pro. Honda's new HD5 digital gauge pack, and a Link 9 VHF AIS radio. This boat has power everywhere. 12-volt USB cigarette lighter plug here, starboard side of the dash right there, on top of the dash right here, and in the glove box combing pad right here. This boat has a diesel fired heater, so diesel heater control box is right here. Diesel fill tank right here, and the diesel heat output is pocketed right here, and of course on the dash for defrost. Fusion stereo up on the dash here. This boat has 4 speakers, 2 inside the cab and 2 in the exterior. Cabin lighting on the roof, which is very handy. And of course the flip down V-berth. These are on gas struts now, which are quite nice, making it easier to operate. This is a flip out. Mounts right here. Folds open. Convert your daybed to a significant size. Pull these guys out of the way. Access where your porta potty goes. Access to storage pockets on both port and starboard side. And of course, more storage under the front V-berth. These gas struts are a nice addition. It's such a pain to operate one-handed without it. Interior floor offers dry storage in the front. You could probably use it for fish storage if you don't mind the smell, but it drains externally if you're so inclined. But it's more meant for dry storage. Under seat storage, of course, on both port and starboard side. Trim tabs mounted up in the front. Autopilot cutoff switch right here. This 350 is a monster. Offers cruise control, control speed, fast idle, of course. We're talking about a 55 to 56 mile per hour boat. Cruises anywhere between 28 and 32 miles per hour, roughly 3.4 to 3.8 miles per gallon. We're seeing nautical range in a 106-gallon fuel tank of at least 300 miles, borderline 350 plus. It's definitely going to be a tuna machine out here. Seating for 6 inside. Bolster seats on the suspension seats up front. We leave these on until they get delivered. We're not looking to dirty up somebody else's boat. Very large windshields on port and starboard side. Sorry, windshields. I meant to say windows. Of course, you have port and starboard side pantographic windshield wipers, as well as windshield wiper fluid, which is quite nice when you get the salt spray up the front. Very large bow hatch on the dash, or rather up in the front cabin, allowing for access to the front. Option for a drum winch. This boat does not have one included, but it is an option. And of course, the front bow roller. This boat's going to be delivered here shortly after we receive the kicker motor. But you're going to have some questions. Feel free to ask. We'll do a video of the on-water sea trial here shortly.